Alright, so that's a 19. And then 5 for them is 25.
I'm not last.
Yeah, y'all are quick. However, because all of you were busy, you suffer from surprise.
Hey, I said I was watching Hans.
Too bad. So, as
I call GM cheats.
As Hans lets out a scream, suddenly he gets yanked up into the air. And because there's not a lot of tree cover, you see out of the shadows comes this very large, horrific-looking spider that's pulling him up in a web, and it immediately starts crawling through the trees, dragging Hans with it. And all of you hear a lot of cackling and laughing at the poor boy's suffering coming from the trees, and all of a sudden you notice a lot of not friendly faces popping up.
Groby.
That being said, they have so carefully hidden themselves that they've done a terrible job of making sure to hide themselves in a way where they could actually take advantage of the fact that they're surprising you. So they don't actually get a surprise round.
Brilliant.
And there's not enough trees for the very large giant spider to be able to carry Hans through the trees, so it does end up having to go onto the ground at a certain point, but it's moving quick enough that you quickly lose sight of Hans.
Where is the spider? We don't see it.
That's because it's too fast.
Okay. Damn it, boy.
Verve, you're up.
Alright.
For anybody watching, turn on your fight music.
So
there are a lot of goblins hooting
by.
and hollering.
So that's way too far. Okay. Well, I have to get in range to cast.
Well, there's this cool thing called a move action that's separate from your action.
Movement 5 gets me how far again?
5 yards.
It gets more than that.
Oh,
you can
10
run as a move action without trying to go faster.
You can go 10. It's double. Is your battle movement.
Yeah. So movement in squares is 5. Walking for yards, if you're using yards to measure, is 10. And if you're running, yards measurement is 20.
Oh, is it times 2?
Yeah, because your movement is if you're using a grid for movement. If you're using yards to measure, it's 10.
One of these days
for walking.
One of these days I'm gonna get lazy.
So
and
how
just start
how far can I go, Ben? Is that as far as I can go?
No, you can go 20 because I might move us to a grid system in the future, but for now we're not using grid, so you can go 20.
Okay. I'll move there first.
Because the stream on the crossing is not deep.
And then with the other 10, I need to measure. Fuck. Gotta get super close to this guy. Like, where do I gotta get? I gotta get, like, right there.
What spell is this?
Dart.
No, it's willpower yards.
Yeah, so willpower yards, not willpower bonus. So if you have a willpower of 20, then you have 20 yards.
Oh, I was reading it completely wrong. Well,
yeah, no, you gotta check for that.
So, where was I standing? So, yeah.
Like right in front of me. Yeah.
I'm going to move myself back here. Thank you very much. And I will cast Dart. I'll try to and not
Go
do
for
a
it.
nick. I will fail.
Okay, you try and summon the winds of magic to you, but unfortunately, you're a little bit jarred from the suddenness of everything, especially because you were going to take such a nice, refreshing bath, and now you've been rudely interrupted by forest goblins. So, nothing for you. Verstadt, you're up.
Verstadt will come up next to Verve and say, I got this. And he will cast a dart as well on this nearest goblin. He will gather the flame in his hand, and he will unleash it in a spike of flame.
All right. So you do unleash a dart. It successfully goes off, and let's see. You got 1 success level. Okay.
Plus my willpower is 3, so 4 damage.
Okay. Well, now roll the damage.
I probably should have cast the spell and the roll spell.
It's damage 0, isn't it?
You still have to roll a d10.
Okay.
You do?
Yeah, damage
this is
0
what-
means it gets 0 added to it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
always roll a d10.
Gotcha. 3 plus 3, yeah. So 7?
At least I'm pretty sure, right?
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I asked before we started.
That
about you
is
guys
exactly
rolling
what
D10s
Ben
for
asked.
damage.
I'm checking.
And then he said, no, you don't. And I was like, all right, I'm pretty sure that's how it went. I must have had a mistake.
That is indeed
If,
what Ben asked.
if that's not true, then spells are basically like pink, like those ping off you.
In the beginning, that would be...
Even late game.
Well, because when you roll a melee attack,
It's alright. Successful. The magic test is added to the spell's list of damage, and your roll power bonus to determine the total inflicted damage. This damage is reduced by target's toughness and armor as normal.
So 3 plus 1, so I do 4 points of damage reduced by armor and toughness. No?
I'm staring at the rule.
it uses the normal damage rules. Don't confuse me for a second. So the normal damage rules, you don't roll a d10. It's just the item's strength plus your success level plus your roll, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so no, you don't roll a d10.
Okay. So I do 4
Also,
points of
your
damage.
just like normal, your hit target location is the reverse of your casting roll.
Okay. All right. Anyway. Okay, so you hit and
So a spike of magical fire energy comes out of my hand and towards this goblin.
You shot him in the
okay,
leg.
I'm gonna check one other thing real quick, and then we'll be good.
Yeah.
So I'm confused.
Sure.
Sure.
What
is it?
So basically, you never roll a d10,
No.
right? Okay.
Correct.
So what is the highest possible damage that he could have got right there?
5 plus my willpower bonus of 3, so 8, I think.
Yeah.
That seems so pathetic.
But you have to remember,
It's done,
you have to remember
bro.
his advantage would count into that.
Yeah.
No. So each advantage you have increases the damage you do, and the likelihood you succeed. It also increases the chance you can overcast at +2 success levels, and be able to target other people, increase the range.
Yeah,
all
I
the
think
other jazz.
that's the thing, is that advantage is making up, like, that's what makes advantage so critical, is it makes up for the fact that you don't get to roll a flat d10 anymore.
Oh, yes. I have +2 success levels, so can I choose an extra target for my dart as well?
Except for you don't, because you only got 1 success level. Because ignore whatever the system says. It's dumb. You have to do the math yourself. Because a success level is every 10%, so 48% would be 10%, but you rolled a 55, not a 58.
No, I get that.
Or
yeah.
sorry, you rolled a 38, not a 35. Okay.
I get you.
Okay, I think that all makes sense. So you did get off the spell, but it only hits for... What's your willpower bonus?
3.
Okay, so you
it's-
only hit for 4 damage?
5 damage, actually. No, 4. Sorry.
Okay. 4, last chance.
4. It's 4.
Okay, you unleash a fiery dart from your hand. It soars across the battlefield and slams into the goblin, who is up in a tree. So he is going to attempt to hold on.
Does he light the part of the tree on fire?
53. No, because his abilities don't actually have fire abilities, because they're petty
Yes.
spells.
Right.
Thematically, they have fire, but realistically, no. Okay, so you hit him. You do no damage with your... it bounces off his armor. However, he... Where's his charm? Or climb. Climb... 3, and then... add his... that bonus, which is... Okay, he's fine. He holds on. Alright!
This is one tough goblin, Verstappen will say before.
Wrist, you're
Next
up.
person's turn.
And because you didn't win an opposed check and you didn't do damage, you don't get an advantage.
Okay.
I thought you just had to hit with a range attack.
No, you have to deal damage.
Okay.
Oh, rules have a minimum damage of 1 roll. Thank you. Ben, you could have just said that. It's okay.
Okay.
There are things I forget. Okay, so that's right. You do a minimum of 1 damage no matter what. So the goblin does take damage, so you do gain an advantage.
Okay, good. Is that just for me? I'm sorry. I'm familiar with this mechanic. Is it just for me or is it the party?
That's everybody. Everyone does
Okay,
at
cool.
least... You cannot hit something and not damage it.
No, I just meant is the advantage for everyone.
Oh, no,
it's
that's for
advantage
just for you.
Specific to you.
Oh, okay.
Advantage is for each individual.
Okay.
And always keep track of that in one of your bubbles.
Yep.
All right, Wrist, you're up.
I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna run, because that will get me 12 yards with my move action. And I'm still too short to throw. I will pick up a rock and charge and take out my cudgel.
Okay.
And bellow about, stealing my food! He had the food!
That is true.
Actually, I'll
he
use an
works himself
intuition
into
check
a frenzy.
to look at the goblins in the trees and try to figure out a way to hit them with the rock to knock them out to gain advantage.
Say that again?
So I want to make an intuition check for
Go- okay,
advantage
yeah,
by
go for it.
examining the goblins in the tree.
Go for it. That's fine. You can take an intuition check to build yourself advantage. That's good.
So I look at this and think, how did they get so high?
It's a mystery. Drac, you're up.
Drac runs forward, pulling out his axe and buckler, and he's going to try an intimidation check.
Okay. Who are you going to try and intimidate?
The guys he's currently charging towards.
Okay, pick one of them.
The closest.
Okay.
I think that one. Can I intimidate up to my...
It depends on
Strength
how
bonus?
well your roll does.
Okay. I will re-roll that. First re-roll of the session. Alright.
All right, give me just a sec. Intimidation is an I. Leadership, perception, melee, lore, intimidate. In combat.
Yeah, so the number of targets you can intimidate should be your strength bonus plus the success level.
So I can intimidate 6 of them.
Okay.
So I intimidate the 6 closest, I guess.
Okay. Successful. Opposing their cool. Okay. So you can oppose up to 9 of them? Or 6 of them?
6 of them.
6 of them? So 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll give you the nearest 4. The other guys... I'll give you 6. Okay. So that goblin... And you got 3 success levels.
Yep.
Okay, so this goblin... So we're looking at their cool, which is... Oh, gosh. Okay, they actually can't beat that. Okay.
Drac does the dwarf thing where he starts singing about how his axe is coming for their souls, and starts singing in Kozilid as he runs forward.
Okay, all of the goblins currently fear you.
Cool. Do I get advantage for that? For
Yes.
like each opposed check?
You make
yes.
one roll, so you would get 1.
Yeah, you get 1.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Learning all sorts
Yeah,
of new
just
things
1.
today.
I was wondering if that counts as 1 roll or 6 rolls because it's 6 oppositions.
They could all get 6. Each of the 6 could get an advantage for beating you, but you could only get 1 advantage because you're only rolling once.
Okay.
Yes, that is correct. Okay, so you gain 1 advantage, and the goblins are all now suffering from a fear. Okay.
Of the spooky dwarf.
All sorts of crazy shit going on. If I can get to the fucking fear page.
Who needs magic when you can just yell really loudly and scary?
Okay,
Suck on that, wizards.
Because fear. Okay.
They're at like a huge penalty to hit me, I think.
They have -1 success success level, and they can't get closer to you. Okay. Speaking of which, it's now their turn. So the archers are totally cool with staying where they are, and they're pretty spooked about the dwarf thing. So these two are going to fire at you, dwarf.
All right, I have a shield, so.
Okay, that one wildly misses. 80. And a 65. Okay, both of those wildly miss. 2 arrows go hurtling past your head. This nearest goblin is going to consider coming down closer.
Question, Sotek. Could they have possibly failed their cool check so bad they fell out of the tree?
No, not from that. No.
Okay.
Okay, that goblin is not interested in coming down. Oh, that one is, though. Alright, so this goblin is going to climb down out of this tree, make sure he doesn't fall on his face.
He's falling on your face.
Let's see, an 88. Yeah, no, he kind of slips and falls. So he will take a little bit of fall damage.
Yeah.
That being said, these 2 archers back here are both out of range. Yep. And then the 2 goblins up in this tree will take their time getting down, so they will not need to check because they have a special trait.
Are they? They're feared of me too, aren't they? Right?
Not these 2.
Okay.
And then a large, creepy, 8-legged crawler spider that's much larger than any dog. It's almost the size of a horse, comes creeping out of the tree behind them. Verve, you're up.
Alright. I will take note of those goblins shooting arrows, and I will let fly at this one. I will at least try to this time. Hopefully something will frickin' work. Nope.
4 yards. Plus 7
You
damage.
know what? I need to build some advantage. I will try and
Reduced by toughness. Wait.
I'll do my reroll.
So
You can
4
also
yards.
do like a perception
12
check or whatnot to build advantage
plus
before
7.
you try to cast.
The goblin that fell out of the tree fell to his death.
Oh, nice.
Which way?
Actually,
okay,
no, I will
nice.
not reroll. Go ahead. Next turn.
Okay. Verstat, you're
Okay.
up.
Okay. Verstat will advance just a little bit. Is there an easy way to like hold tab and you measure the distance, or?
You can move it
When
and hit
you're
Q, and it will show you.
moving, you can right click while holding down, and as you drag it will tell you how far you're moving the token.
Okay. So can you describe like the forest and the brush? Like, is it all very interconnected?
No, it's pretty interspersed. Each of these kind of little areas are basically their own extremely large trees. Like this goblin's kind of up in more of a smaller tree. This one right here. There are a few goblins that are already on the ground, which are notably these 3 back here, and then there's a goblin back here hiding behind a rock. But most of them are still up in trees that are close to y'all.
Okay. Am I close enough to this goblin's tree to try and burn it down if I have magic flame up?
No, you would need to be within touch range.
Okay. Then I'm going to let loose a dart.
Okay.
Yeah, at the one in the tree closest to us. And I have 1 advantage.
Okay, so that...
So does that mean it's success level 2 since I have 1 advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
So in that case, you will do 5 damage, so that'll go down. That'll do 1 wound to him, but it's going to make him take a climb check to hold his position.
And since I overcasted or whatever with +2, can I choose an additional target?
Yes, you can, as long as they're within range.
This one, if he's within range. He's within range of me, yes.
Okay, so he also takes a wound. And that's 2 climb checks. Goblin number 1, 18. The melee goblin is holding fast. He has no problem, despite being thwacked twice from you. 45.
That's 5 damage this time.
So let's see, a 45. His climb is 33, but he gets +3 success levels. He's also fine.
Okay.
So they maintain their footing. Wrist, you're up.
How big is the spider? It's bigger than human-sized, right?
No, it's in the same category as human-sized. It's large.
All right. I need to make a fear check because it came vaguely in my direction.
Okay.
I'm small.
Okay.
So that's +20 or an average cool check for fear.
Yes.
Sotek, which of the goblins still alive are the 5 that are afraid of me?
The 2 archers and the one up in the tree.
That's 3, not 5.
And the archers in the far back.
Okay, yeah.
The only one that was not afraid of you anymore died.
Fair enough.
So I need
Alright,
to
in
check
defense
this.
of my food, I will gallantly step forward despite the risk of giant angry spiders.
Okay, just kidding. The warrior one closest to you is no longer afraid, because I have to test at the end of their turn. He's still afraid. He's still afraid. He's still afraid. Okay, so the warrior one is good, but the rest of them are not.
That one?
Yeah, he is not afraid of you.
Quick interjection. Did I gain an additional advantage because I hit? Okay.
Yes.
I throw a rock in his general direction.
All right, it is in his general direction. Drac, you're up.
I am just out of range. Dwarf problems. Drac continues moving forward. It's still singing. Yeah, that's about it. What? It's an athletics check to go further, right?
Yes. Oh, excuse me earlier. Sorry, Ben. It's not large. It's average. The giant spider is average.
Yeah.
But he's small, so he's still bigger than him.
Yeah, but I said large, which is 2 larger. I meant average.
It's an athletics check to move further, right?
Yes.
So you have your move where you can move or run, and then you can, if you're using your action, you can run with athletics test to go farther.
Yes. But that
Sure.
consumes all your stuff.
Sure.
So you take an athletics check, and every successful level makes you move further.
Alright, well, I don't. So.
Okay.
So
Goblin's
you move 1
turn.
yard less. So if you fail the athletics test, you still move. You just go 1 yard less than normal because that's how much you failed by.
Oh, okay. There you go. That being said, you failed by less than a degree, so you don't go anywhere.
No, that means I can still go my 12. I just can't.
Yeah. You can move your full distance, but that's it.
Huzzah.
All right. Goblins,
It
archers.
would be over here, so I'm not point blank to that goblin.
The two closest archers. You moved closer to them, so they do need to take a check to see if they get the broken condition, because they're scared of you. And yep, they both gain a broken condition, which means
Flee, you bastards, flee.
that they must run away as fast as possible from you and try and hide.
Yeah, they have to get at us anyway.
All right, so we'll do them first. These 2 are going to use their climb checks to try and move as high up and as far away in this tree as goblinly possible. And one of them will fall, which, based on the fall damage from how high up he is in the tree, is instant death. And the other one is makes it quite nicely, almost acrobatically.
I have officially killed 2 goblins by singing.
Nice.
I don't know why I just rolled those dice. This goblin is going to take a climb check to try and go after the juicy halfling he sees. And
Do the other goblins that I move towards also have to take a check, or like the other 2 archers? Or am I not close enough to them to trigger that?
I don't think you're close enough.
Let me double check. I'm not used
I
to
don't know if that actually has like a
Not used to
range
using-
requirement.
not used to using fear, so it's good to get used to it. Let's see.
Why is it fear with the other statuses? That's
Here we
fine.
go. Fear, because it's a psychology.
True. Still annoying.
No, okay, yeah, so they need to check too.
Okay.
That one's broken, and that one's broken. Okay, they're all broken. Okay, so this one is going to run back here and hide behind this tree. And then this one is going to hide behind this tree, thinking they're cleverly hidden. Anyway, back to this goblin. He is going to...
I know where you are, Groby!
Oh, nice. So he lands expertly on the ground, which will count as his move action, and then he's going to swing at you, halfling. Roll your web skill to resist. Or dodge, either one. So he fails by less than a degree. Actually, wait. No, I'm not going to count his... Well, yeah, I guess. Never mind. Ben, you there?
Yeah,
Dodge
Sorry.
or dodge or parry?
I shall attempt to do what I'm good at.
Running away.
That's soon to come.
Oh, yes. He comes down. He stabs his crusty-looking spear at you. That looks like it's been made from some spider leg tied with various fangs. And you carefully and easily slide out of the way. And he misses you spearing a tree instead. So you gain an advantage point and take no damage.
Yay!
Alright, then back here, the spider is going to let out a horrific, high-pitched shriek, and it's going to charge right at you, dwarf, with its disturbingly high movement value.
Fair enough.
Which is actually not really that high, but it's high enough that he can get to you. Alright, so he comes in swinging. Defend thyself.
Shield gives me what to my parry?
I think it's +1 success level.
So
Yes.
with my advantage, so 2. Three degrees.
You get 3 degrees of success, and...
Wait, no, that's +5. Never mind. That's correct.
Spider Boy got that, so he gets... Alright, as the spider comes charging in, its fangs come bearing down, and just at the last second, as its fangs, you can see them coming straight for your eyes, as if the spider is guided to you by a will other than its own. You manage to raise your shield just in time, and it crunches down onto your shield, but you are easily able to ward it off, gain an advantage point.
Huzzah.
And then
Good thing, because I was about to lose my advantage if no one attacked me.
these two goblins are going to advance. They're just going to run, so they can go. One will go here, and one will go here. Verve, is your hood still up?
I was getting ready to bathe, so I assume not.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay. As the goblins, these two goblins who are unengaged and not busy, round the corner and see you, they realize that you are one of their most ancient ancestral enemies, and they have a natural fear towards you.
You smell funny.
And they are both afraid of you.
That is because I haven't taken a bath.
And man,
I should have waited until you bathed, and they wouldn't have taken this.
goblins
Which
are
ones
not
are...
the two warriors here in the center.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
The one's getting ready to fight me.
The ones that are not busy. Okay, and then all of the archers who are afraid are going to take cool checks at the end of their round. Still afraid. This one in the very back is good. And this one over here is good. So only one archer is still afraid of the dwarf.